Welcome back all of you to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 8th and the subject is maths, and we are continuing the same chapter, that is chapter number 7, and the name of the chapter is cubes and cube roots. So in the previous chapter we have read or we have learned the method how to find the square and square roots. Here in this chapter we are finding how to we are learning how to find the cubes and cube roots. So in this exercise, that is 7.2, question number 1, we have to find the cube roots. We have to find the cube roots using the prime factorization method. So first part is 64. We have to find the cube root of 64. For that we have to find the prime factorization of 64. So we are supposed to divide 64 by 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, then again by 2, then again by 2, then 2 4s are 8, then 2 2s are 4. Now we will stop here. So we will write the prime factorization of 64, that is 2 into 2 into 2, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 times means 2 into 2 into 2. Now we have to find the cube root. How to write the cube root sign, that is 64, that is square root sign, and the difference between the square root sign and the cube root sign is, in the square root sign nothing is there, in the cube root sign 3 is written here in small size 3. It means this is cube root. So for cube root what we have to do, we have to make the triplets. If the triplets are there which are complete, then we can say the number is perfect cube. If the triplets are not complete, they are incomplete, then we will say that the given number is not a perfect cube. So here the triplets are already completed. Triplets means 3 same numbers. Here 3 same numbers are there, 2 into 2 into 2, again in the second one 2 into 2 into 2. So what we will do, we will take one number from each triplet. So from here 2, then multiply from here again 1 2. So we got cube root of 64, means we are supposed to write 3 here, and 2 2s are 4. So the cube root of 64 is 4. How to verify that? 4 into 4 into 4. 4 4 ja 16, 16 4 ja 64. So if we multiply the number by itself 3 times, then we will find the cube of that number. So this was the first part. Now we will see the second part. And the second part is 512. 512. We have to find the cube root of 512. So again we will start dividing by 2. 2 2 ja 4, 2 5 ja 10, 2 6 ja 12. Then again by 2 we can divide, because we should keep the divisibility rules in our mind. If at the ones place there is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then the number is divisible by 2. So that will be 1, 2 and 8. Now again the number can be divided, that is by 2. 2 6 ja 2 4 ja, again the number can be divided by 2. Again the number can be divided by 2. 2 8 ja, then 2 4 ja, and then again 2 2 ja. So now we cannot divide further. If we want to divide 2, so we can divide 2 by 2 and then we will get 1. We are not supposed to include 1 in the prime factorization form, because 1 is not a prime number. So now we will write the prime factorization of 512. So how many 2's are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 2's are there. 2 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So now we are supposed to find the cube root of 512. So for cube root we have to write the sign like that, and afterwards we are supposed to make the triplet, first triplet, second triplet, third triplet. So triplets are complete. Then we are supposed to take one number from each triplet and we are supposed to multiply them. So first 2 from here, then again 2 from here, then again 2 from here. So 512, cube root of 512 will be 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. 8 is the cube root of 512. So this is the method how to find the cube root. Now we will take somehow the larger number, that is a third part, that is in the third part we have to find the cube root of 10,648. 10,648, and we have to find the prime factorization of that. So we can start with 2 because at the ones place we are having 8. So 2 5 ja, 2 3 ja, 2 2 ja, 2 4 ja, and then we will divide again by 2 because here at the ones place there is 4, 2 2 ja 4, 2 6 ja 12, 2 6 ja 12, 2 2 ja 4. So again we can divide by 2 because we are having 2 at the ones place. So 2 1 ja, 2 3 ja, 2 3 ja, and 2 1 ja. Now at the ones place 1 is there, so we cannot divide by 2. Then we will check 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 1 8. 8 doesn't come in the table of 3, so that number is also not divisible by 3. It is not divisible by 4 because we are not having 2 zeros, or the last number doesn't come in the table of 4, that is 31. It is not divisible by 5. As it is not divisible by 2 and 3, it will not be divisible by 6 as well, and if we apply the rule of 7 also, that will not be divisible by 8, 9 and 10. It will also be not divisible. It will be divisible by 11 only. So 11 1 ja 11, remaining 2, 23, 11 2 ja 22, 1 is remaining 1, 1 11, 11 1 ja 11, and then again that number can be divided by 11. So now this is the prime factorization of 10,648. So first of all we will write that prime factorization form. 10,648 will be equals to 2 into 2 into 2, then 11 into 11 into 11, and now we are supposed to find the cube root. So we will write like this, and we will write 3 here to show that is the cube root, and now we will make the triplets. The triplets are complete, means we can say that 10,648 is a perfect cube. So to find the cube root we will take one number from each of the triplet. So from this triplet 2 is there, and from this triplet 11 is there. So now the answer of the question, that is what is the cube root of 10,648. So to find the answer we have to multiply these two numbers. 11 2 is 22. To verify our answer we can multiply 22 by 22 and then again by 22. We are supposed to multiply 22 3 times and we will get 10,648. So one more part we will take, and the remaining you are supposed to solve by yourself. We should take 91,125, that is the 10th part. 91,125. So that is 91,125. As we can see, at the ones place we are having 5, so the number is not divisible by 2. So 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 8, 7 plus 1 8, 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 9 18. So 18 comes in the table of 3. So the number is divisible by 3. So 3 3 is 9, then 0, and 3 3 is 9, 2 is remaining, 3 7 is 21, and then again 5. So we will check whether it is divisible by 3. 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 7 13, 13 plus 5 18, again divisible by 3. So 3 1 ja 0, 3 1 ja 3 2 ja, and 3 5 ja, again it is divisible by 3. 3 3 ja 1 is remaining, and 3 3 ja 2 is remaining, 3 7 ja, and 3 5 ja. Now we will check whether it is further divisible by 3. So 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 3 15, 15 plus 3 18. So again it is divisible by 3. So 3 1 ja 1 ja 2 ja, and 5 ja, again it is divisible by 3. 3 3 ja 9, 2 is remaining, 3 7 ja, and 3 5 ja, again it is divisible by 3. 3 1 ja 3 2 ja, and 3 5 ja. Now we are supposed to see again whether it is divisible by 3. 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 1 8, 8 does not come in the table of 3, so it is not divisible by 3. So now at the ones place we are having 5, so it is divisible by 5. So we get 25. Now 25 comes in the table of 5. Now the prime factorization has been completed, so again we will write here. So prime factorization of 91,125 will be 3 into 3 into 3, again 3 into 3 into 3, again 5 into 5 into 5. So now we are supposed to find the cube root of 91,125. So here for the cube root we are supposed to write 3. If we are not writing here 3, then it will not be cube root, it will become square root. So to find the cube root we have to make the triplet. So triplets are complete, it means 91,125 is a perfect cube. So we will take one number from each of the triplet. From here 3, from here again 3, and from here we are taking 5. So we got the answer now, 91,125. We have to find the cube root of that, and the cube root is 3 3 are 9, 9 5 are 45. If we multiply 45 3 times, means 45 into 45 into 45, we will get 91,125. So like this we are supposed to proceed the questions of this exercise. I hope that you have understood how to find the cube root of a given number. First of all, we are supposed to check whether the given number is a perfect cube or not. How we can check, how we can find out the cube root? By the prime factorization method. First of all, we have to write the prime factorization of the number, then we are supposed to make the triplets. If triplets are complete, then the number is a perfect cube. If triplets are incomplete, then the number is not a perfect cube. If the triplets are complete, so we are supposed to take one number from each of the triplets, and then afterwards we are supposed to multiply, and we will get the cube root of that number. So you are supposed to repeat all the parts, all the questions which we have done here in this video, and at the same time you are supposed to try the remaining questions. If you are facing any kind of problem, or if you are having any kind of doubt, then you can message us, or you can even call us. We will try to rectify your doubt so that you can easily proceed the questions given in your textbooks. Thank you very much.